It's time for Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. People are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You got a goal? Go get it. And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
Co-hosted with some of the most talented friends from around the internet. And brought to you by you, the G2 community at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Twitch. What's going on? Hey, everybody. I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. Side Scrollers. Let's get it on today. We got a good one planned out for you guys. An hour of power. Joined first and foremost by producer extraordinaire Travis Keys.
Morning, guys. I actually look a little better, brought a little light into my life.
Looking sharp guy. Looking good. You got a little light, you got the cocks all around you, looking good. I can say
As
cocks because my kids aren't here today. Dicks, cocks, sex, all of it. It's good stuff. Also joining us today, all the way from the other side of the world. It doesn't no matter what room he's in, he's always the greatest gamer in the room. It's Adam Krigler.
And I want to make sure everyone is clear on this. This still applies even with our guest. And I know he's sitting back there right now. He can't defend himself. So I want to do this now. Clearly, I'm still the best gamer in the room. And it holds true. It holds up. That's right.
Well, this guy may have something to say to you, but I'll tell you what, he may sing it because the man has golden vocal cords, just
it's true.
Wonderful voice, hailing all the way from Brasilia, land of Blanca. It's Dan Vasc.
Listen here, Adam.
Cut him off. No, cut him off. Don't let him say anything.
Listen here. I was streaming Mario 2 Japan. Mario 2 Japan last night.
Who cares? Who cares if it's
You
Japanese?
have no right.
You don't need to know the language.
To talk shit about my gaming skills.
I didn't say that. You're obviously triggered by this. All right. I didn't say anything about your skills. I was only talking about my own skills. All right. That's it.
Okay. Fine.
When we get so soft? When did everybody get so soft?
Right.
So soft
exactly,
now?
Craig. Yeah, Dan. Is that how you guys are like down in Brazil?
You got so soft in Brazil, Dan?
Yeah. My emotions are kind of at the edge right now because it took me 5 hours to get to World 7, and I didn't beat it.
Oh, that's rough.
Really? So, you're kind of proving my point here, Dan.
Have you? No, okay, we're gonna string Mario 2 together. I will string my end of it. You string your end, and we're gonna race.
Okay, I get 5 hours of practice because you had 5 hours of practice.
Sure.
I think it should be more like.
He's scared. He's scared.
It'd be more like Lady and the Tramp. You guys could start on one end and end on the other, and slowly meet to the middle and kiss, and then once you guys get to the same spot, it'll be good.
Weird way to take
every guest we have on the show, they have to provide us with a picture of their feet or something.
Really?
That's like one of those things, or they're like left hand. It's like only left hand, only hand. Really weird. All right, so I got some good news and some bad news today, guys. You guys want the good news or bad news first?
As long as you don't show your feet again, that was enough.
Hey, real quick, can we just talk about feet for a second? Because
no.
Listen,
I was trying to avoid that conversation.
Not my feet. Listen, I've talked to Jeremy from the Quartering like maybe a couple times, but today he tweeted a picture of his feet on the beach. And it was like he has the most gnarly feet I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, it's not the first time. Like 2 weeks ago, he's like, "Oh man, my feet, the skin on my feet." So I got this like thing you wrapped him on, and then he showed a picture of like all of his skin falling off of his foot, It was the most disgusting picture I've seen in.
Listen,
I don't know, maybe ever. It
I'm
was
gonna say this right now.
disgusting.
This was rough. I'm not. I don't do. Here it is. Check it out.
Thinking about it.
Right there. Look, oh my God.
Okay, you think this is bad?
No.
No,
he's
dude.
He's got the thing on his feet. It's like to each their own. Whatever. To each their own. They got their own thing.
Bro.
I don't. Yeah, everyone's got their health issues. That's fine.
But you can get that off with the pumice stone
Get your just But
and
either,
keep
like
that to yourself.
if you're gonna sit back and be like, hey, let's go and kick your feet up, put some shoes on or something. But
I mean, I got psoriasis.
Hey, Craig.
I
Hey,
I
say
take a
that in the
pumice
mirror,
stone
would you?
to it.
I mean,
what's that?
I said say that in a mirror.
Okay. That's right. Me too. You don't like my feet?
Don't hold your feet up again, please. I had nightmares.
It's like cover yourself, man. For some people, you're like naked in some cultures.
Yeah, have
If
some
you-
modesty.
Do that.
I love it. All right. Well, that's the bad news. The good news is that we got a great show. Well, actually, that's not the bad news. The good news is that we have a phenomenal show today. We got some great news. Each one of us, we're going to try to change things up a little bit today. We're each going to have our own little news story we're going to talk about. We figure if we care about it, you probably care about it. It's hard news. It's all the news that we care about, so we think you should too, and you probably do as well. We got an awesome middle segment today where the internet was enraged this morning. I'm getting ratioed from a comment perspective on a tweet, which is great. So we're going to talk about that. And we have the news desk later today. We're going to be talking about some outstanding mashups of. You just want to stick around for that. Did you know that Trump, Biden, Obama, and George Bush all played Call of Duty together? Did you know that? Because we're going to talk.
They had a blast too,
and it's not political as well, which is great. Speaking of good news, check this out. Great news. Winterfell came in with the $49.99 super chat, starting us off strong today. Let's go. Says,
Thank you, Winterfell.
this should cover a dozen eggs for each of you. Sitting on Miami Beach drinking beers while watching Side Scrollers. Cheers, guys. Let's go,
Nice.
Winterfell. Hey, I only have one thing to say about that.
I hope
Let's go.
I hope your feet look better than the quarterings.
Let's go.
Man.
So that was the other bad news. Outside of Winterfell coming in with a massive super chat to start off. Shams, I reached out to Shamsa to say, Shamsa, thank you so much. And Shamsa said, listen, I'm done for a long time. All right. Thank you so much. And I said, Shamsa, rightfully so.
I would hope,
ridiculous.
yes.
I would hope
Yeah.
you are.
You mad lad.
So we can no longer rely on the insanity of Shamsa to keep our show afloat. So listen, legends, G1s, G2s, I don't care what you call yourself. This G2 community has to come together, rise up, and support these boys. You can do so with your super chats, your bits, your direct donations. Also, by going to patreon.com/sidescroller so you can tune into the post show immediately after we go. Yes. So there you go. Head on over there.
Patreon. Go to Patreon.
Head over
Support
there
us.
and get on it. Love that. That's outstanding. So with that said, thank you again, Winterfell. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy your time on the beach, drinking all those mojitos and all the good stuff.
I'm seeing his twice. Is that purposeful?
What's that? Winterfell's?
Yeah.
No, just boom right there. And there's twice for you right there. That's nice.
Boom, boom. For the record, though, I just got to say, eggs are dirt cheap where I'm at.
Well, you're
Oh
just-
yeah, here too.
Just
Really?
saying. So yeah,
Oh,
me and
Yep.
me and Dan get 2 dozen. 'cause
Crazy.
We can afford it.
Because they're like super
Yep.
expensive here now, like $8 for a dozen.
it's weird that all
That's
these
nuts.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. It's all the egg farms are just exploding
Yes.
right now.
I
It's
just bought
crazy.
them yesterday from my mom. $8.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Before we get going too far, I want to welcome Dan in. And Dan, what do you tell everybody about yourself? Why everybody should know you and all that fun stuff.
I'm very rich because I eat 4 eggs a day. And
Wow.
And no, seriously, I'm just a dumb singer from Brazil. My current
Talented.
main platform is. Don't you agree with that, Adam? My main platform is YouTube, youtube.com/DanVasc. And I do mostly heavy metal and heavy metal versions of non-heavy metal songs. Those are the ones I like the most. And yeah, go check my stuff.
There it is. Bingo. Head over
It's
there. and check it out.
excellent. You got to check out
Thank
his
you.
music.
Look at
He's
this.
an excellent singer.
Thank you.
Don't tell him I told you. I don't want his ego to get any bigger.
Closing in on 700,000 subscribers. This guy. Look at this guy, man. Actual heavy metal. Look at this. 26 million views. You got a lot
Yeah,
of
that one was crazy.
wow. Look at all these million views videos. This is awesome, dude. Come on
You're
now.
doing
This is
good,
great.
man.
Killing it.
Thank you.
Killing it. Look at
And
that
if you can
ponytail.
get that many views on singing, that's impressive.
Thank you. Thank
Mhm.
you.
My favorite
Yeah.
still is the Friday Night Tights intro. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, by the
best.
way, yeah, that one, and thanks to our amazing fellowship over there on Friday Night Sites, they made
Heyo.
that one #1 on Amazon, not #1 rock or heavy metal, #1 overall in the
Wow.
whole universe for like 3 straight days, and it was the same at the same week that Iron Maiden had their new album.
Wow.
Wow.
So I can only imagine like Bruce Dickinson looking at the charts like, who the fuck is that Vasc?
Who's this Dan Bass? And what's Friday Night Tights? What?
Wow.
It's
So yeah,
an excellent song.
that one was crazy. That one was crazy.
That is awesome, man. That
I'm
is
super
great.
grateful.
Yeah, Friday Night Tights is a spectacular show and great fellowship over there, which is awesome. All right,
Yeah.
dare we move on and actually get into some hard news?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
Shall we? We shall. But before we do, Jay Rome coming in with that tier 1 sub for 28 months is $8. Not near me. Jay Rome, you're lucky duck because those eggs are $8 where I'm at right now. That's crazy.
I heard there's pricier eggs in the country too. I heard something like $12. $1 an egg.
I wonder where that's
Jesus.
at.
It's
Probably it's a
insane.
big
It
city.
was California, LA, or something.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
remember
Big Top
well.
coming in with the $5 direct donation says, "Hey yo, hoping Adam's camera doesn't freeze today. So far, so good."
Wait, it hasn't at all?
So far, not a free.
He's really good, really good.
I'm holding it.
Nice,
You're right.
nice,
I'm holding
nice.
it.
I
You
love
knew.
it.
I got you. I got them off stream. You guys didn't see
Yeah.
it, but I got them bad. They were like, no. I was like, ha-ha. But it was
Everybody was in the private chat. No.
We learned the volume don't freeze. So
Well,
All right.
even if it did, the mic was always good.
You guys ready to get into this? So it's time for hard news. What do you want to talk about, Adam?
Well, I had somebody in my chat was streaming earlier. I was playing some Destiny 2, getting ready for Lightfall that's coming out next week. Very excited about that. And he sent me a VR like a video of a new VR game from Ghostbusters. It's not official. It's, as they say here, a sneak peek of an unfinished, unofficial, unlicensed, and probably completely unlegal. Love that. So I think they just kind of put this together. And I got to say, Craig, anything I can do to try to convince you to try VR, that's it. I don't know why. It's like a mission in life.
You never tried VR, Craig?
Well, he's tried it, but
Okay, I haven't tried it ever.
We need to.
you should.
I
It's
haven't-
amazing.
I have an extra Oculus. I should just send it to you because I'm never going to use it.
yeah, a lot of people have strong opinions about it. It's for them or it's not. But if you like it and
It's for everyone,
you,
Trav.
then
I will convert the world to love VR. I really want VR gaming to take off. I think
This looks great.
I think they're like
Graphics
the
are
metaverse.
great.
That shit sucks, man. The Oculus, you
I
have to
agree.
tie it to your Facebook, and it's like these stupid, terrible graphics. Where the PSVR, I played some games that have like really clean graphics. We talked about rigs the other day, but this looks kind of cool. Like imagine playing through the first Ghostbusters game, because this is from the first one when they're in the hotel.
Yeah, VR games, they usually have to dim down the graphics a bit because it has to be 120 FPS, right?
Or else
Oh,
you
I
get
was-
But
I
this
didn't know
looks
that.
phenomenal. Yeah, with VR, it has to be at least 120 because to fool your eyes, to make you actually think that you're there, it actually has to be at least 120. Otherwise, it looks weird.
Makes
Yeah.
me wonder if that's on the limit of what the eye can see, and that's why, you know what I mean?
That's probably, it has something to do with that. I don't know the technical details, but it's a minimum.
You know, this
So
is
that's why most graphics, most games have to dim down the graphics.
you look at this and they said this is they did it. They threw together in a weekend. So
Yeah.
Holy crap!
so they
Exactly.
They did in a weekend.
I think what they did was they probably took the assets from the 360 game or something, whatever it was that was, and they took the assets from that and then kind of brought it into VR, because you can see like, you know, what they're essentially doing is clipping.
T-pose.
Yeah, just clipping through the ground here. And you know, it's not actually going anywhere, you know, but I love the idea. I love the idea. This is just really fun. And this is the type of VR game that I'll actually be very much into. You know, the idea of like the movement and stuff, if you're in a kind of a stationary situation or you're just moving just a little bit, especially a set piece that I'm familiar with, a la Ghostbusters in the hotel or something like that. Yeah,
I'm going to convert you. I'm going to convert you, Craig.
It would be so awesome to see some of the movies and played like that.
Yeah.
I also have a figure that is set. I sharing the screen right now. I want you to see this. This is the Ghostbusters Afterlife Echo, a 1/16 or 1/16 scale vehicle for $1,900. It's already sold out. Look at that thing though.
That's big.
1/16. Yeah, that would be like the size of a child's car toy.
Right?
I wonder how many they made.
Yeah, like a Power Wheel type thing.
I'm not sure. Let's see.
That's
it's
awesome.
over 40 inches tall.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's see.
Nice.
Doesn't say how many they made. It's all plastic. 37 LED light up functions on the exterior
Can
and
you
interior.
imagine being a kid and having a Power Wheel like that drives around?
Yeah, that would be. It doesn't say how many copies they made, but looks pretty freaking epic.
Man, I did you guys like Afterlife?
I did.
Me too.
I enjoyed
Actually,
it.
never watched it.
Yeah,
And
never
actually
watched it.
I got some more news. Ernie Hudson willing to be in the next Ghostbusters movie, but not as an add-on. I'm like, yes, make him a part of it. Does it even have a picture of him? No. Oh, they don't even show him here.
Yeah.
Well, Ernie Hudson was in the very tail end of Afterlife, wasn't he?
Yeah, but he's willing to be in the next one as long as he's not at the tail end kind of vibe.
Right. Well, I thought that's the whole idea, is that Ernie Hudson is going to be a very big part of the franchise
hope
moving
so.
forward.
Well, you guys did
I hope
read
so.
that story recently, right? He had said he was very mistreated during the original film, and that they treated him like an extra.
The first Ghostbusters.
Yeah, when he was part of the main cast, and they only paid him like 1/5 of what, you know what I mean? And so maybe he had some hurt feelings.
He wasn't a main character, and he did come in later on, and he had less parts. So I wouldn't expect him to be paid the same. But being treated like shit, there's no excuse.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you on everything you just said, Adam. I think the big thing there is when you say, "Hey, I wasn't paid as much as Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray." It's like, I'm sorry,
the guy who wrote the film.
It's crazy. But yeah, as Jay was asking, is there going to be a new Ghostbusters movie? Yeah, there's one on the way, and they're going to make an entire new franchise out of it for sure.
I hope they do it justice.
I will.
Don't you think Afterlife was good?
I've not seen it, so I can't make it.
Okay.
I
Craig,
cried.
you saw it?
I cried.
Cried.
Yeah.
I should watch it, I guess. Huh?
At the end.
At the end, yeah. I cheered
it
up, man.
It gets the real ones. Yeah.
Dan, did you see Ghostbusters Afterlife?
No, not the Afterlife one. I've seen the 2016 one.
The all female cast.
And
that one.
I
couldn't watch it. I got like 20 minutes into it, and I was like, nah.
I tried as well.
Not a good experience.
You tried?
I tried, yeah. I went into it with an open mind and everything, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna try this thing out." And yeah, it was horrendously bad. And had it not had Ghostbusters on it, it would just be a really bad movie.
You shouldn't make movies with females just for the sake of making it with a female. If you want to write a new movie about female Ghostbusters, that's fine. But don't do it for the sake of doing it.
If they made Alien and wanted to pick a female lead and chose Sigourney Weaver and like made that movie for the sake of making a movie for a female lead, no one would have even known because it was such a good movie.
What I mean by that is like if you have a cast that's males and then say, well, we need one with females. You know,
all females.
Right.
Yeah, that movie was basically just caricatures of the most annoying woke stereotypes all wrapped up into one movie and like shoved down people's throats.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first experience with that sort of thing, with that sort of culture, that woke culture. And I remember in 2016 when the movie was about to come out, James Rolfe, he said he wouldn't review it and a bunch of people, a bunch of articles showed up calling the guy a sexist.
Yeah, I saw that
sort of thing. Yeah, so that was the first time I looked at the entertainment industry and said something weird's going on.
You know, just kind of a couple things, right? So Travis, you said they shouldn't have females. I'm going to take this up further. You shouldn't cast anything just for the instance of casting. Right. Absolutely. It doesn't. I don't care.
Or hire anyone either.
Right.
Checking boxes
based off merit is probably the best way to do.
Meritocracy, baby. Bring it back. Back. Make meritocracy great again.
Christopher came in and says, I tried VR when I worked at Disc Replay. It made me motion sick. Yeah, that's
a lot of people say that. What do you guys think about VR? Is it just a gimmick that will go away, much like Wii motion controls, that sort of thing?
Oh, here comes Adam. Here goes.
I think it's around for the long haul. I just think we have to adapt to it, and it needs to adapt to us.
Okay, I love VR. Dan, I have
man,
PSVR.
I just think you cannot beat this. This will always be the main thing for me. I
think
or
is
this
the key part there. You know?
Yeah.
I think there's an age. I think there's an age cutoff. Like for me, I'm just too old. Like I'm gonna break a hip playing VR.
You're all wrong.
For real.
All of you are wrong. I'm sorry. No,
I am not anti VR. I just haven't found the VR utility that makes sense for me. Right.
Exactly. Look, VR is ahead of the game, and nobody is prepared to adopt it. And when they create the right type of VR set that is comfortable, that doesn't create this massive bulk of weight on your head, that you could sit comfortably and play VR quickly, boom, I'm in, instead of like strapping in and tightening it down so it doesn't fall off and everyone can be comfortable. And then it becomes easily accessible for people.
You'll say
afford it, and then the companies are going to be like, oh, people are going to start playing this. Let's start actually putting money into the production of VR games, because right now it does not exist.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
I think you're right though. If you make a headset that's more comfortable, doesn't make me feel like I'm gonna die, I'd more likely to adopt it.
Let's move on to our next story. But before we do, Christopher came in talking about changing around characters and stuff. Says they're doing that with the MCU, changing all the heroes to females. We've seen that for sure. Yes.
MCU.
And then
shout out to Nerdrotic.
Extra Zero came in and says, getting my PSVR 2 today. Hyped to try it and give some impressions in the Discord. Once again, if you guys haven't, please head over and join the Side Scrollers Discord. Got a great community down there. Would love for you to join that as well.
I didn't know the new one was out.
The PSVR 2, there's been a ton of hype around it. A lot of
how much is it?
I got to get into that.
Price?
I think it's like $800. I think it's pretty expensive. I think
800.
I think I saw that. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm totally wrong. But scratch what I just said. Okay. Talking about supporting something for a long time. Let me show you guys what I'm interested in here.
It's $550. Just
$550. Okay.
Same.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. So talking about something that's been supported for a long time. I'm thinking about, I have never played, well, I'm not gonna say I had never played. I've tried Minecraft. I've never been able to get into Minecraft. But Dan, I think you may be interested in this, because did you hear about the latest crossover coming between Minecraft and what they're doing?
I used to love Minecraft before Microsoft purchased it. Did you guys play Minecraft before the Microsoft purchase? Any of you?
No.
I've never played Minecraft.
Okay. Right now the main game, the main survival mode is kind of a mess. It has everything. I think they added too much stuff in it. But I love that new stuff that they add, what we're about to talk now, which is a separate DLC format thing.
And this is the way to get new people in too.
Exactly. But if you're gonna change the game that much, just make Minecraft 2 or release DLCs. That sort of stuff is cool.
So we got.
What is it, Craig?
Mega Man Cross or X Minecraft. So it's
this looks so cool.
Like, this is bizarre. Yeah. This is crazy bizarre to see.
This is awesome.
But you're talking about like bringing new people in. I think it is actually going to bring old people in, like Dan.
Well, that too. I mean, new people into the game who may possibly be old.
That's right.
Well said.
So let's check this out. So this is a version of Mega Man X that you can play in Minecraft.
Yeah. I played Minecraft for about 5 years, and I'll tell you this: I quit for a long time. This makes me want to play it again.
This looks, for lack of a better word, this looks really Minecrafty. How they move with all like the, you know.
Well, and they're blocky and
super blocky. But this is, they show the 2D, but the reality is that it's a 3D experience. Just the camera here is that it's 2D.
Yeah,
it's just so cool. I'm fascinated by this.
Well, what I was interested in this was that you're now seeing games that you never would think you'd see a crossover in. You see,
well, I'll tell you this with Minecraft, they can do anything in it. They can build computers in there, literally.
Yeah.
That can compute.
Yeah.
A calculator. People have done it.
Yes. Yeah. People have made TVs in there that play real TV shows.
And now we have Mega Man X, which you can play in Minecraft. But I think for me, the bigger thing with this is I wanted to talk more about the giant crossover of video games that are happening right now. Obviously, you see with Smash, you see Solid Snake appearing in Smash, Sonic appearing in sets, like all these characters that you never expected to see. Even Minecraft Steve appearing in Smash. In Fortnite, you have all the characters ever appear. You have Chun-Li wielding a gun in Fortnite.
Which
is just crazy to think about. But it's almost like the walls have been broken down a little bit, and people are more willing to do those crossovers now.
Do you think that has anything to do with what we're seeing in the movie industry? Do you think game companies saw all this team up stuff and thought, well, we can do that? Or do you think it was happening before?
I got one word.
Yes, Adam.
Nostalgia.
That's
what
nostalgia. Yeah,
money.
There was some of it in the past at some level, like stuff like King Kong versus Godzilla, and
Link
Freddy versus Jason,
Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. But now, and I think Avengers played a big role in that, and the whole MCU universe and actual MCU that like the previous iterations that showed those companies that people just like when their favorite characters come together and they do stuff together actually, and it's pretty cool. It works and people buy it.
What's interesting is I
can remember. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
When I was at Screw Attack, we launched Death Battle, right? And at Death Battle was a show where you're taking the whole idea was taking these crossovers of people you never see fight, and then they'd fight. We tried to get legit with it for a while, and the big one that I remember was Capcom was going to be involved in I think we tried to do a Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter fight. And
really? Wow.
We tried to do like a Ryu versus whatever. And we tried to have it. I think Capcom wanted to be attached to it or sponsored or something. I don't quite remember, but they backed out because we were going to do it and it was going to be official. The idea that we were going to do the data and run the data and all that stuff. And by I was not going to. It was going to be Ben and all them. But
and that's what made him back out.
What made him back out was Ryu doesn't die. Ryu couldn't die. So they're like, you can't.
Yeah.
And so that's how you get like crap like that Mortal Kombat versus DC from a few years ago, where there was like brutalities instead of fatalities because certain characters can't die. So, for these crossovers to happen, not necessarily with like Minecraft and Mega Man X, but you need to the companies that own these IPs need to pull down their shields a little bit and realize it's going to be okay.
Relax.
Right.
Yeah. If your character dies in a third-party game, that doesn't mean he's dead in your storyline. The first instance I can remember, and maybe you guys can remember the name of the game because I don't. It was when it's a fighting game and Link wasn't a character that you could get at the end. Soul Calibur. That was one of the first ones that I remember doing it, but.
That's right. I had completely forgotten about that. And Soul Calibur 3, I think, had Darth Vader or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember playing Soul Calibur 1 on Dreamcast like all night with my friends in high school. That was a fun game.
Soul Calibur is phenomenal.
That was awesome.
Lisby came in with the $5 super chat talking about VR. Says VR is okay. I love the music experience games like Beat Saber and Synthetic Riders. They would be much better with Dan Vasc songs.
Ayo,
let's go.
You can get toss a coin to your Witcher on that Saber thing. Somebody made it. So I remember somebody sent me an email and I said, okay, do it. I have no idea how that works, but do it.
Cool.
Love it.
That's awesome.
Lisby followed up with, Dan can't wait for You Got the Touch cover.
Yes.
Would you ever consider doing any Faith No More covers? Mike Patton was my favorite metal singer. I heard you.
Sure, of course. I need to check it out. I confess I need to do my diligence, do my homework on Faith No More a little bit, but why not? I receive a ton of requests. I opened up on Instagram the other day a request box, and it goes straight to my list, and I see the ones I like the most. But Jay the other day requested that You Got the Touch from Transformers, and I said, how did I never thought of that? Why? Let's do it, of course. So
do you have a specific genre you like to do the best?
I mainly do heavy metal, but I love to take pop songs that are not heavy metal. Those are the easiest to transform into heavy metal because pop has an easy structure to modify. So I love to transform pop songs into heavy metal. It's my favorite thing.
All right, Man in the Mirror. I want to hear it. I want to hear
the
nice the heavy metal version of that song.
That'd be interesting.
Good song. Or you know what you should do is you should do Black or White by Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, man! I need to do more Michael Jackson stuff for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I did
Smooth Criminal.
And it's super easy to just put a pizzicato guitar in there.
Well, what was the Alien Ant Farm did?
Yep, they did.
That one, yeah, they did that one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Talking about circling back and talking about the greatest crossovers in the chat. By the way, chat, I love how active you guys are. This is great. Gaming Druid, I think, points out the earliest one: Battletoads and Double Dragon.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's way back then.
Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
did they do a crossover?
Yes, they did. Yes, they
did.
Well, let us know your favorite crossovers in the chat, or the earliest or best, whatever your favorite crossover. A lot of Marvel vs. Capcom and things like that. It's great. All right, Trev, let's get on to your news story because we're going to try to be quick and efficient with what we have going on.
Mine's pretty quick. It's fascinating, though. So apparently somebody had the story as a girl was gifted an iPhone 7 by her coworkers, and she had just upgraded her non-flip phone back in 2007, so she didn't use it, and she didn't want to switch over her plan. So she put it in her closet. Well, it sat there. And then a couple of years later, she thought, well, it's outdated. So she left it in there. She ended up selling it for $63,000. Like recently.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That happens, man. Wasn't there a sealed Mario 64 complete in box that was sold like I think it was last year that was sold like for $100,000?
Yes, it's insane.
That stuff happens all the time. It's incredible. And it's the power of nostalgia.
Yeah,
sure.
We were talking about.
What's interesting here is when Karen Green got her new job in 2007, some friends pitched in to buy her a new iPhone.
So she didn't buy it.
Right. So is she going to split the $63K with her
between
friends
those people?
As an investment?
Right.
No, she gave it to them. They
probably don't even know those people.
It's 100% hers. No way.
Okay. Just curious. That's funny. I didn't want to get rid of my new not smartphone, so I figured it.
She probably had a Razor or something back then.
Right. And I figured it's an iPhone, so it'll never go out of date. Apple had different intentions there, for sure. She kept the first generation 8 gigabyte phone sealed in box, realizing that the years went on that a collector might come to find it valuable. Her hunch was that when confirmed, when appraisers on the show estimated it at $5,000, but it sold for $63,356.40, over 100 times more than the original cost.
Which is insanity. Now I'm like, I'm going to buy an iPhone and put it in my closet with my Zelda games that are unopened.
Nobody go look in Trav's closet.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of shit in there you don't know.
It's actually not a bad investment.
Trav, you're not
a bad
investment.
So just buy some sort of physical media, which I do a lot, and just let it sit there. and it's like, and when your mom goes there and said, why are you
It's
buying
worth $2,000, Mom.
those stupid children's games? Come on, Mom, it's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars now. And then,
yeah, like we had this conversation in a stream the other day. Because of the increase in value of Zelda games, I buy them brand new without even owning the console and just put them up.
Dan, what do you have behind you?
Oh yeah, I have my big box PC game collection, bunch of games for MS-DOS, Windows 98, Windows 95. It's like I live for that stuff, man. I love it. It's my main hobby. It's the thing outside of music that makes me happiest. I could say I love collecting those. It's my childhood. Star Trek over here. It's voiced by the original cast, by the way. That Star Trek game. When the original series completed 20 years, they released that game. Freaking amazing. I love it.
There's not too many good Star Trek games that they do well. That's one of them. Legacies was one of them.
It's one of them. It's a point-and-click adventure, fully voiced by the original cast, the entire original cast. It's amazing.
I've noticed something like Blabs is a big collector. Blabs loves to collect things. There's a lot of folks at Geeks and Gamers who love collecting things. Jay likes to collect.
Yeah.
I know. Like Jeremy was talking about.
We have our bragging rights show. We should invite you guys to be over there. It's an amazing. We compete to see who has the coolest haul of that. We used to do it monthly, but you know, Jeremy's so busy. Yeah, DOS games, exactly.
King Deplorables. He's over here. He's got a pickle dick, and he's over here laughing at you for DOS games.
Yeah, those are getting expensive, but they are not as expensive complete in box like this over here. Complete in box Super Nintendo games.
Yeah, that's
that I have right here. So if you're interested in collecting stuff, those for now are still the way to go, because there's not a lot of weirdos like me who go for the big box DOS games. But this is getting super expensive, those Super Nintendo games. Yeah. Super expensive. Because we are getting to the people who got those games are starting to come to an age where they have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's what determines the curve.
Well, and I think that's what drove the price up on that iPhone. I think now the people who had those phones first are the perfect age with disposable income to buy that type of thing.
That's it.
Chris came in and says the crossover characters in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Darth Maul. Yeah, man, that was crazy to see Spider-Man going around on the skateboard back in the day. Those is always super fun. And
that was the second one, right? Tony Hawk 2?
I don't quite remember, but I remember being impressed, being like, "Whoa, how'd they pull that off? That's so cool!" That you know. So, all right, let's move on. Good stuff. Oh, a couple quick hits real fast before we move on.
Quick hits.
Yes, quick hits. Sony announced that they're going to have a State of Play event this week. So be on the lookout for that. They're going to be talking about PSVR 2 games. So Adam will have a giant raging boner during that, which would be great.
I do right now.
Right now. And then we got this one, a new Nintendo Direct for early March. It's going to be all about the new Super Mario Brothers movie, just to build the hype. And look at how they've released like 1 million posters for this thing, and they're all spectacular.
Yeah, that looks great.
It's going to be a good movie.
I hope. If they ruin it, I don't even know what to think anymore if they ruin that movie.
No, they won't.
I have a 100% guarantee that movie will not be ruined. 100%. The amount of Nintendo has their thumb on every IP that they own, and it will be represented the way that they want it represented. And
for sure,
I don't know. You know, Nintendo.
They probably learned a lot from the Mario Brothers movie from the 90s and 90s.
Well, I hope they learned something.
I
enjoyed that movie.
I learned to appreciate that movie for what it is. It became a cult classic. It's super nostalgic and it's quinky and weird, but look at the
for what it is. Yes, I think our people are in certain age groups, and then there's like a 10-year range there, who saw it as kids, love it now because of that. It's very nostalgic, and it's from our
There
childhood.
are interviews
What is
with
that
Bob
face,
Hoskins saying, with Bob Hoskins says that he was drunk the whole movie because
I find that
couldn't
fascinating.
stand doing it. He couldn't stand.
He also said it was the biggest regret he had in his movie career. Yeah.
Which is,
but hey, can we agree that it was a great casting? Bob Hoskins. Bob Hoskins as Mario, it was great. Come on, Craig.
No.
In that universe, though, that they build, I think he did fit in well as the Mario in that kind of a universe.
I think so.
Oh man,
it was weird, futuristic. I don't know. It wasn't like the Mario that we know.
That Luigi got with the princess, or
it was. Yeah,
we'll need to do a Super Mario Brothers OG deep dive one day with. And we'll need to get John Leguizamo on, and he could talk about.
I bet we could.
All this stuff. Yeah. All right.
I'm laughing because he got so mad about the new Mario Brothers movie.
I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he was upset that they didn't hire. He was mad that they hired Chris Pratt instead of
an Italian guy.
But he's not Italian. He's Latin American. So like Luigi, he played an Italian guy, and he's not Italian. So like, what are you talking about, dude?
Oh God,
it makes no sense, man.
Pisses me off when he's just being outraged for outrage's sake,
Yeah.
Welcome to 2020s. Here we go.
Yeah, and have you guys watched The Past? That movie. It's like some of the most offensive stuff in there by John Leguizamo. That song they play in the beginning. It's
nobody's seen The Pest, Dan. Nobody.
The Past is a lie.
The Pest. Is it the Pest, right? It's The Pest.
Pest.
I've seen it.
The Pest.
Yes.
Oh God. Somewhere he's like the target that they hunt or something on the island.
That movie's fucking awesome. I love that. It's so dumb.
It's
so dumb that it's good.
Yep.
All right, let's move on to listen. If you guys want to talk about serious outrage, outrage is happening right now on the internet, and I'm the one who brought it to the internet, and I apologize for this internet. I apologize.
His own fault.
Listen,
we got.
You know what?
Better by now, Craig.
I don't apologize for this. I don't apologize for this at all.
There it is.
F y'all if y'all upset, right? There you go.
That's the energy.
Listen, last night I did a live stream where this whole thing started was last night I coached my youth girls soccer team. We had a good win. It felt good. We're a good soccer team. On the way home, we were hungry. It was late. We stopped by and we got a little Whataburger. Dan, do you know what Whataburger is?
I have no idea.
Okay. Whataburger is a fast food chain. It started in Texas, or at least it has Texas ties to it. It's like burgers, fries, drinks, right? It's a very Texas thing. But I had this burger and I was like, wow, this is a really good meal. So I got home and I was like excited because I was on this endorphin high from our girls playing great. I had a good burger. I'm like, all right. So I'm doing this live stream, and out of nowhere I do a tier ranking of fast food restaurants, American fast food restaurants. So I put it out on Twitter just with Fight Me. And apparently a lot of people really want to fight me. So I'll let you guys go to this tweet and actually, say what you want about it. But the whole idea of doing this was I thought it'd be interesting because we got a dude from Sweden. We got a dude from Brazil.
I'm from America.
Yeah. We got a dude in Sweden. Right?
Yeah, currently I reside in Sweden, yes.
Yes, residing. And we got a dude residing in Brazil. We got a dude from Texas.
No, I'm really.
Okay, okay. And we got Travis.
But he's from Brazil too, right?
And I'm from hell, so like.
Yeah, Travis is just surrounded by cocks. So
and then we got Travis in Cockland.
That's right.
Where I belong.
So with that said, I thought it'd be fun to kind of talk about with so many different points in the world being represented. I thought it'd be fun to talk about fast food and our ideal fast food meals. So I'll start. And Dan, I'm very intrigued by yours. Obviously, Adam, before we got started, Adam said the fast food in Sweden. What'd you say exactly?
I'll wait till. All right, okay. I'll say it. It's the best fast food that I've ever had.
Okay.
Seriously. I mean it.
I will start it. I don't know if you could possibly beat this though, because my ideal fast food is a chicken strip dinner, which is chicken fingers, French fries, white toast, like buttered toast, white gravy, and a single onion ring. One onion ring to go along with the fries and all the other bullshit that you just ate. It's spectacular. Then you have that. Now you're having like 15,000 calories, but then you tag it with a diet Dr. Pepper because
because you need to lose some weight.
Just for your conscience.
Yeah, for sure. So that is mine, 100%. And you can get that at Dairy Queen. You can get that at Sonic. You can get that at Whataburger with minus the onion ring. You don't get the onion ring at Whataburger, but you can buy the Whataburger onion rings. But if I can find that, that's a meal I can die with, and I feel good about it. Adam, I'm intrigued.
Okay, well, first off, when I first moved here, I noticed how different a lot of the food tastes. Sodas use real sugar. They don't use high fructose corn syrup. There's not the same amount of dyes in food here because turns out it's actually illegal in Europe that they don't add a lot of the preservatives, so food doesn't last as long as it does in America because
isn't there less
it's illegal to add these kind of preservatives to food out here. So when you go to McDonald's, for example, which is not the fast food that I'm talking about, it's a different food chain that only exists out here. I've never seen it anywhere else. It's called Max Burger. But the McDonald's is amazing. Like the fries taste like potatoes, and not like, oh, I'm eating a potato, but like really good fries. And I've always loved McDonald's fries. So for me to taste a McDonald's fry that's better than the fries that I'm used to growing up with, I'm like, holy shit, how are these McDonald's fries better than what I remember?
Wait. So you're saying the fries in Europe are better than the fries in America?
I think it's a Swedish thing because one thing that Sweden does really well is potatoes. Like they are known for growing really good potatoes. Swedish potatoes are amazing.
And like he said, preservatives. I think America's fries are literally engineered with chemicals for you to like the way they taste.
Yeah,
theirs are not because it's illegal. So, taste a real potato versus a fake one. And I think that's really what it is. And if you season it right, that's why Five Guys fries are so good.
Max Burger is something I've never heard about before I got here. And they have so many different options, types of burgers, like barbecue chicken burger, the chicken patty.
Sweden? Is it specifically
I'm not sure.
From Sweden?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in other places. I've only been I've actually lived in Europe multiple times in my adult life, and it's been a long time. Yeah, this is it right here.
Max Burger, right?
Yeah, okay. Max Burger, and it is this food is so good.
Oh wow!
And I love it.
Phenomenal.
I love this fast food place. They got really delicious chicken nuggets. They got I always get the chicken sandwich because who doesn't love a good chicken sandwich? You know what I mean? So
looks like real burgers, and they're not made of plastic or anything.
Yeah, their buns look better quality too, actually. Mm-hmm.
And they've got like 12 different sauces you could choose from. Like barbecue 2 different barbecue sauces. You got like the mustard sauces. You got the buffalo chicken sauce. I mean, you got all these options, and it is just I love it. If you ever find yourself in a vicinity of a Max Burger, highly recommend. So
all right.
Makes me wonder if there's any other ones in Europe, because I've never been to Sweden, but I've been to Europe, and now I want to try the place.
Just to piggyback on what you were talking about the artificial flavors, artificial colors, and stuff like that. Here are the you guys know is it Haribo? They're the gummy bears that everybody likes. All right, here's what they look like in America, right? The bright neon colors, by the way, delicious. And here's what they look like overseas, because they don't have all the colors snapped into
and
it.
they taste probably.
I want to show
better.
you guys something.
Yeah,
someone cranked the saturation way down. It seems like
pretty amazing stuff. Pretty amazing to think about.
They look delicious in the second photo.
They're all delicious, regardless. Yes, Travis.
Okay, so this is a thing that can release the energy of a gummy bear all at once, because gummy bears a bunch of chemicals.
We're not talking edibles, Trav. You know that, right?
No. And it will literally release all of that sugar energy immediately, and it's like a firework. It burns at like 3,000 degrees.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You'll see.
We're talking fast food. What is this burning?
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears.
Did you say? Oh, you sent a video. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Sorry.
Yes.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
This video shows you.
Trav just froze.
Yeah,
he was frozen. It's not me anymore. I'm hyped.
Let's go.
I'm so happy about that.
Yo, you have no idea, Dan.
Yeah, you may
There's
have
a
to fast
backstory
forward
there,
it a little bit to the actual part.
So what's happening here?
The
What are we
releasing
looking
of
at?
all the energy in one gummy bear. He added, I forget what the chemical is, but he added a chemical that allows the reaction of the energy to be released from the gummy bear.
So
And you'll see it.
but is this the amount of sugar in a single gummy bear, or what's going on with this?
Well,
I don't
it's
quite
going to
understand.
show you how much
Okay.
energy is in the gummy bear because of the sugar. Yes.
Okay, sounds good. And okay, so there's sugar in
Yes.
there. For those of you listening, he's going to take a gummy bear. He's going to put it in a vial. The sugar has been heated up. He's now taking a green gummy bear, put it in there, and the
See?
energy is going. Oh my God!
That's how much energy
This
you
is
eat
sorcery.
when you eat one gummy bear. So you have to burn all that energy off in your body to eat
Or
one gummy
I don't know.
bear.
It just seems like it's just a reaction to potassium chloride, though. That's what it is.
I love it. That Adam's coming. He's like, I don't know.
Well, I just read the title and I'm like, so
It
does
is a
other
reaction
things,
to
other
it, but
things react to potassium chloride,
But
like
it
that
shows
as
you
well,
how
or-
much the chemicals in it react. So that the potassium chloride is just the catalyst that releases that energy. That's
I need to see some European gummies in there too to draw some conclusions.
But
I
I
love
found that fascinating when I learned that's how much energy is in a gummy. Like I quit eating gummy bears. I'm not going to do it.
Not me. I'm eating all the gummy bears. I want all the energy. By the way, Bloody came in with the $6.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Bloody. He says we have to be careful with our expectations talking about crossovers. We all know where too high expectations lead to. Cough, cough. Star Wars
Disappointments.
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Appreciate that, Bloody. All right, Dan, it is now your time to shine. I want you to educate all of us ignorant Americans about what amazing fast food looks like down in Brazil.
Okay, first of all, Americans are much bigger on fast food than the rest of the world, right? So I was looking at that picture that Craig posted on Twitter, and I was like, I don't know what 90% of this is, but I agree that best fries ever at McDonald's. I don't know what 90% of this is. It's like, let me see. We have Burger King, we have McDonald's.
Do you have Chick-fil-A?
KFC. We don't have Chick-fil-A.
Do you have Chipotle?
No.
Yeah, let's just do a
Do you
real
have
quick.
Subway?
We
I feel like there'd
have
be a
Subway. We
Yeah.
do have Subway. What else?
Sonic?
Taco Bell?
We have Domino's.
You have
We
Domino's?
don't have.
Really?
We have Domino's. We don't have Taco Bell. I believe I've never seen one.
Okay.
What else?
Wow.
What else? And that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
okay, so you guys don't have my favorite fast food restaurant ever, which is an Australian one that we have here in Brazil. Yeah, and it's probably my favorite because it doesn't look like fast food. It's fast food for steak.
Okay, what is it called?
That sounds dangerous.
It's called Outback.
Wait, hold on. Outback Steakhouse?
Outback Steakhouse. It's a fast food over here.
No, it's not. That's not. That's
It's
not.
fat.
fast
It's
food.
fat over here. Is fast
Is there a
food.
drive-through?
Like, there is. There
Oh.
is. In my town,
Shit, you
town,
got
there's
me.
one with a
A drive-through Outback
with a
Steak. I mean, he's
drive-through.
got me.
Yeah, and you
Alright.
and you
Shit.
and you get it on Uber Eats, and it gets in your house in like 30 minutes.
No, Dan, no.
Yeah.
No, Dan, that's
No,
not how
yeah.
fast food works.
Is
It
there?
is.
Hey, there's a drive-through,
That-
Craig. That makes it
There's a-
fast
there's a
food. You can drive
drive-through
in and
and-
get your food.
I disagree,
Yeah.
but
No.
Hey, man.
Anyway,
Okay.
If you
okay.
can drive around a restaurant and order
as
it
a
and get it
liquor
on your way
store-
out.
There's a liquor
it's
store with a
fast,
drive-thru
and
that
it's
serves
food.
chips
What
fast
else
food.
do you want from a fast food?
It's
place?
not food.
Listen,
liquor stores sell chips. They
That's
sell
not a
jerky.
meal.
They
That's
sell
not a meal.
I don't know.
If you get a meal from a drive-through, it's fast food.
You know what I love? You know what I love about Dan's description of this? He goes, "It's this Australian steakhouse called Outback."
You're right. You know that's probably American, right, Dan?
Yes.
You pissed off like a lot of us.
No, it's not American. It's Australian.
It is.
Yeah.
It is
Outback
American.
Steakhouse.
It is
Owned
American.
by
Oh, but
American.
probably it's from an Australian guy that
I
lives
thought
in
it-
America,
I
right?
thought it was
No.
owned by like
Let's get to
Young
the,
Brands
let's get to
or
the bottom of
something.
this. Come on, let's find
Outback
out.
Steakhouse is an American chain of
Yes.
Australian-themed
God
casual dining restaurants.
And what's the parent company's name?
sir-
Okay, but I want to know about the founder of this thing.
Dan,
Okay,
listen.
where's he from?
Listen to this statement. Outback Steakhouse is an American chain of Australian-themed casual dining restaurants serving American cuisine based out of Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, Bob Basham,
Okay.
Bob-
Chris T. Sullivan.
That's
Yes,
so good.
opened it in 1988, and they were from Florida, Tampa. Florida.
I don't think you guys know about this fast
Okay,
food place. It's
I-
called Outback.
They got blooming
Outback.
I
eggs.
have no way of knowing. I have no way of
Steakhouse?
knowing that sort of shit.
But Craig's face was so good. He was so confused. He was like, he's not
Okay.
talking about the steakhouse. I know he's not talking about the steak. There's no way.
Okay, I concede. Hey, it's a crossover
Yes, there we go.
with Australia.
Hey, Outback is great. They got great steaks, man. I'm gonna tell you.
My God.
Yeah, I concede. But
Dan,
it's
you-
food and it's fast.
Congratulations, Dan. You won the top spot of side strollers so far. In 6 episodes in, you won. You won the greatest moment so far.
That's
Oh
good.
my God,
Well,
that's
good.
awesome.
That tells you pretty much what Brazilians know about fast food, right?
I love it. Man, I love you so much, dude. I love you so much. It's so good.
You know the meme? You know the meme where there's like a butterfly in the air, and the guy's like, "Is this?" And then insert whatever.
Fast
and
food.
It's an Outback Steakhouse, and he's like, "Is this fast food?" And it's Dan's face. Someone to do that, please. Someone make that meme. You guys see it, right?
But hey, I don't eat out a lot because I try to eat as much home cooked meal as
You mean
possible.
you don't
But
eat Outback?
I do one cheat day per week, and it's always Outback.
Let's go. I love it. Oh my God. All right. Let's listen. Travis, I'd throw it to you, but I don't know if we can finish much higher than that.
We're good. We're good.
All right. We'll come back to
Wait, I like a Texas Club toaster from Sonic. It's a great chicken sandwich.
Pretty good stuff. Hey, Mike actually brings up a really good point with this. He says it isn't fast food unless there's a number assigned to it when you order. There you go. It's got to be a combo. A combo. I love that. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that. Oh my God. Hey,
I don't know if I agree, but okay.
Silverax says we need an official side strollers memer. That's right. That's very much true. G2 community, I need you to get together. Listen, you guys are going to help us run social media, right? That's the reality
for
of it.
memes, so we need somebody else.
Oh my God. Please. This is awesome. All right. Woo! And that is the middle segment today. Thank you so much for all you guys contributing there. That was outstanding. All right. On Wednesdays, we're going to try to do a little bit of funny news. I always like to bust this out. It's super fun to talk about these. And so today it's time for the Side Scroller News Desk, which is always fun and always exciting to get into. Today, we're going to be talking about, there's our news audio. Today, we're going to be talking about AI. And a lot of people want to talk about Florida. I think this is a much bigger pressing issue. I follow a Twitter handle called Weird AI Generations. Dan, have you heard of this Twitter handle before?
No, never heard of it.
Okay. So this Twitter handle takes AI and it takes people's voices and creates interesting scenarios around them. So these people actually aren't having these conversations. It just sounds like they're having these conversations. And that thus is what allows us to have such amazing situations like Joe Biden, Trump, Obama, and somebody else playing Call of Duty. So I wanted to go here. They're playing Call of Duty Zombies, which I thought was amazing. So I wanted to check this out. this is more about how insane this is. So let's kind of take a look at this and see what we got here. So just listen up. Play. It's working. It'll go. Let me just refresh it because hey, that's good. But there's a couple different mashups here, which we'll check out.
There's a Minecraft one. I haven't seen the handle, the people who do that, but I've seen one of their videos, and it's the Minecraft one. It's super funny too.
All right, let me know if you guys got this.
Can't hear anything.
Can't hear anything. Okay, let me one more time. Hold on. Sorry, once again,
Trump's face.
My boomer is showing, as they say. Oops. But this is a phenomenal Twitter handle. Let me one more time.
I believe in you, Craig.
Thanks. I got it.
You can do this.
Here we go. Got it.
You needed my inspiration. Yeah.
ASAP. You say that like this is our first time playing Origins. I've been grinding this shit since BO2.
Guys, I'm going to use the free gobblegum hit to get my perks on round 1.
You better throw those fucking Widow's wine grenades out as soon as you get Perkaholic. Bill told me all about Shadows of Evil and why he won't play with you anymore.
Dude, I've told him 6 times already it was an accident. Oh, and by the way, I call the ice staff.
Whoa, hold up there, Joe. I'm the host. I get the ice staff.
Joe, if anything, you should take the wind staff. Your old man breath already blows the zombies away.
Barack, you know I only know the ice staff steps. Donnie, please just let me build it.
Jesus Christ, Joe, just look up a tutorial. The wind staff isn't even that bad. It could be worse. You could be building the lightning staff.
Well, I don't want to wait for a Panzer round to get my staff, so I'm building the lightning staff.
Fine, I guess I'll take fire.
Hi guys, Nicolas here. This is going to be your ultimate guide to not only build, but also upgrade the wind staff.
Joe, mute your phone.
Jay says, shit sounds just like him. Okay, so there's one for Call of Duty. Let me show you another one really fast. What do you guys think of that? Is that just insane or what?
And I can tell it's not them. It's not as good as some of the others that and the one I sent you.
The Minecraft one is super realistic. Do you have?
One. Yeah, we're gonna play that in a bit.
Here's this one from Mario.
Guys, leave a propeller suit for each of us.
Yeah, don't be selfish.
Obama, what did we just say?
My bad, bro.
Guys, you need to listen. If we don't get the star coins, then we will need to go back and get them after.
What's a star coin?
This guy's dumb as hell, brah.
I'm going through the pipe.
What the fuck, Obama? We forgot to get the star coins.
Too bad.
What? How did I die? I thought you killed the hammer, bro.
Should have been.
Fuck you.
I need to get a 1-up.
Nope, too slow.
Well, Mal noob.
Trump, check your DMs.
Okay, is that a fucking picture of my house?
Issuing drone strike now.
Jeez. It's a little too AI.
That would be in a few years. That would be so illegal.
Right.
There is already talks about it because people are
Any of you guys get any diamonds yet?
making jokes and like calling people and like getting them fired and like acting as if they're certain people. This one's really much more believable. The Minecraft one you got up.
Did you see me that?
I posted. It's the first thing posted in the private chat.
What's the limit too? So even if I post it as being fake, what if somebody makes OnlyFans with that type of shit?
It's already happening.
You know what I
mean?
Well,
Jay, Drunk 3PO's taking my old Abercrombie pictures and posted them on OnlyFans. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm being trafficked.
Well, and that's what is the limit here? Is it, since it's not illegal to use people's likenesses, apparently,
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It
certainly should be.
If you're making money off of it, I think that's where it crosses
where the line is. That makes sense.
This is awesome.
Digging a hole. Any of you guys get any diamonds yet?
I'm strip mining at the correct Y level. Nothing yet.
Oh, I found them.
What? They got Joker in it.
Don't mind them, Joker.
What I love the Minecraft.
What do you mean, don't mind them? Do you have any idea what game we're playing?
So diamonds are rare, right? So you really want to use fortune, so you get.
Sure, but we don't even have a pick to mine obsidian for an enchanting table. Is your brain working?
Yeah, Elon. I agree with Jordan. I don't know how you plan on enchanting without diamonds in the first place.
So you have to mine just 2 diamonds. We can get the obsidian from a chest at an abandoned nether portal.
That's insane. That would take an eternity. Joker, get the diamonds and we'll make a pick.
You don't understand, Jordan. I saw it in a speed run. I think mining them now would be a mistake.
Listen up, kid, and listen well. This is my server. These are my diamonds. So shove off.
It's not a bad.
You can tell it's a little like, I think once again, in 6 months from now, this is going to be insane.
Oh yeah.
No, but that was not the one I was thinking of. I just posted the one I saw in
on
the private chat. It's the first minute. It's a compilation, but the good one is the first minute.
You just missed it too. Joker makes a completely different thing. He makes a diamond hoe, and they're like, Joker just made a diamond hoe.
Guys, what is Joker doing? Jamie, pull up Joker's screen.
Joker, please.
Joker.
It's about sending a message.
Joker, guys.
Okay.
You can make those?
I'm like a dog with a sheep.
That's it. I've had it with you. I am banning you from my Minecraft realm.
Okay.
I love that so
but
much.
you can see actually the advancements from the first AI videos that you showed to that one.
Yeah.
Like the inflections in their voice is much more varied. Where the first one was, they were kind of like monotone. It sounded like him. It sounded like, but it was like Trump had one level, and they all had like one level. Where this one kind of flowed more like their actual voices. So it's getting closer.
And that's what I meant before. You used to be able to hear these little cuts, or like you said, it was all monotone because the computer couldn't differentiate between, a person saying, using emotion to say something. But now it sounds great. Sounds real.
Yeah, Bloody says soon enough voice and video recordings will be admissible in court because you can't trust them anymore. I think there's going to be some of that for sure. Yeah, very Running Man. Evan comes in and says, my opinion, AI should be illegal, or at the very least, it should be insanely regulated. Having said that, these are pretty funny.
Perhaps when an AI, perhaps there could be some sound that the human ear can't hear that maybe they'll regulate you have to use if an AI is speaking. So then if you could tell, if you look at the audio of it.
All right, let's go watch this last one that Dan sent over real fast and check this out. This is Trump and Biden play Minecraft.
You don't need to watch the whole 3 minutes. Just the start.
First minute, okay.
I may need some help. I found a room with a bunch of mob spawners. Can y'all come and help me destroy them?
Not right now, Trump.
Not right now, bro. I literally don't even know where the fuck you at.
Fine, guess I'll do it myself. But I'm not giving you guys any of the diamonds I find.
Donald, no need to be rude. I'm trading with some villagers I found using the emeralds we mined earlier. I'll head over when I'm done.
Trump, I don't give a single fuck about your diamonds. I already have a full chest plate and a diamond sword.
Shut the fuck up, Sleepy Joe. You think I give a fuck? You probably modded that shit into the game anyway.
Trump, I spent way more hours on this server today than you have. Maybe you'd be caught up with the rest of us if you got on earlier when we asked.
That's true, Trump, homie. You never check Snap. We sent you a message earlier, but you always leave us on opened.
Well, maybe if you guys weren't always spamming stupid-ass memes, I'd be able to see when you actually message about something important. Dude, this fucking spider won't die.
Dude, this fucking spider won't
The Trump and Biden were good. Obama's was a little
Obama was kind of robotic. Yeah, but the Trump one.
Yeah, the Trump one was great.
Yeah, the cursing was wonderful, and that's something they probably haven't said too much.
It's crazy, man. It really is insane to think about just where we're at, what we're doing, and the insanity attached to where we're about to step into and how quickly this is moving. Like, how long before Terminator 2 happens and Skynet takes over? 5 years? 10 years? Or like,
I mean, it's getting scary.
It's happening. Adam, what do you think? Are we on our way out?
Well,
Are humans obsolete?
Elon Musk talks about AI a lot, and he just released the robot. I forget the name that he called it, but Neuralink is his answer to try to connect humanity to computers, because he does feel like if we don't kind of coalesce with AI and computing, there might come a point where that actually will happen. They'll just be like, human beings are not good for the planet. Terminator, Skynet engaged.
Well, and I mean, if you put a program into an AI and say something like along the lines of find a way to end global warming, well, the obvious answer is humans are bad. We created it. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I don't know.
I know you can.
I don't think that's actually true.
I was just using that as an example, but
no, I know. I just
but you know what I'm saying.
Statistically, that's not true.
Right. If the AI thinks something, we're the cause of it, the easiest answer is to get rid of us. You know what I mean?
The problem taking Chat GPT, for example. Everyone's talking about this new AI chat that comes up with stuff. It's inherently biased because they're programming it to be biased. So the example you just set forward would happen if the people who construct it tell it humans are causing climate change, so therefore getting rid of humans would be an answer.
Is it possible to have unbiased AI? Is it possible? I don't think it is.
No,
I don't think it is, because life is comprised of subjective things as well.
Yep.
And you always have to have a human emotion behind something. Stuff like ethics, stuff like values. Those are things that often you cannot get to it from a purely exact science standpoint.
Well,
and also, so there has to be a human behind the AI feeding it with values.
Right.
So it acts based on those values.
And you can call that data or whatever, you know, but you're right. It is biased data because we're all biased. We all see everything through a rose-colored lens of our own life and own perspective and own, you know, what we've been through.
Can we talk about something really important that probably is the most important issue that we're going to talk about today? Is why the fuck would a company call themselves Skynet? Like, why?
Jesus Christ.
After Terminator 2, why would you make a shipping company called Skynet of all things?
When was this established, though?
Skynet?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, probably not before Terminator 2. Oh, no, it was established in 1972. Screw me. Well, either way, I would probably change my company name at that point.
You think that name from that company was the what gave them the idea, or do you think doesn't have anything to do with it?
Well, Skynet, so there is a Skynet satellite already in place, which is interesting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man, a family of military communication satellites now operated.
Maybe that's where the name came from.
Yes, it was in the 1960s.
Wow, I had no clue. I'm gonna have to read about that.
Wow.
Listen, crazy time, huh? Crazy time to be alive. Mike comes in with 100 bits. Says, doesn't it scare anyone where powerful people can use this to create false narratives? Yeah, absolutely. AI, 100%.
Well, and anybody can. It's not even powerful people. So people who make pipe bombs can do it. People who, you know, anybody can do it. Crazy people can do it.
Now, playing the devil's advocate a little bit here. Obviously, every time the new thing comes up, we're kind of scared of it. I can imagine like people being scared of cars, people being scared of phones, people being scared of electricity. So there's always going to be something like that. So you also have to look at it through the lens of, hey, this might actually be good,
but at
the hands of the wrong people. Like it might be wise to not give that sort of stuff or any technology for that matter. At the hands of the wrong much leverage over your life.
I think, but the difference for me is, yes, people were scared of cars and electricity and all that, but the electricity wasn't deciding when to turn itself on. The car isn't deciding to go left or right back then. You know what I mean? And that's when you can't make that decision anymore. I think that's where that fear comes from.
Yeah, but someone can turn off your electricity.
So they can.
You don't have full control over it. So it still has some level of leverage over your life.
Control.
You know? Yeah. But like, I think it's wise with any technology to give it as little leverage over you as possible. That's where the survivalists come from. You know, those guys who like to learn to live off the grid and that sort of stuff. I think it's pretty cool, and it's pretty libertarian as well. I know it's not a political show, but it's pretty cool.
I actually think you're right. I think when we give it the control, that's when it's our issue. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, listen, AI is something that's not going to be solved over the course of an hour podcast. So, but I do think that I know we can try, but I would absolutely love to bring on some guests. Maybe Trav, we can book a guest or two that has an in with AI who programs AI. Maybe you'll, I don't know, just get somebody on and talk to them for 10, 15 minutes and get their thoughts on this. I'm sure, Adam, you would have some awesome questions about AI. If we
I will make a note of that right now.
Yes, for sure. G2s, would you be open to seeing that? Would you like to see that? Because I would love to have more interviews and such with just random folks as we go along. So
what about yes, I see having the interview with the makers of AI or whatever. What about having an interview with AI?
Oh, it'd be funny to actually interview ourselves in AI to see what we say. See an AI version of ourselves.
Evan makes a good point with this. Pull up the super chat he just did. He said he got insanely annoyed as an artist when the AI art came out and ripped off the art of millions. Nobody said anything and still don't. Did you guys hear about this?
No, I had no clue.
This was like a month or two ago when it turned out that it was taking artwork from all these other people and more like splicing it together. It wasn't like creating new art. It was saying, I'm going to take a piece of this, I'm going to take a piece of this, take a piece of this, and then boom, here's the artwork I made. When it turns out it was actually works of art that other humans had actually come up with.
Did any of you
ever watch Is it really noticeable? You can tell?
Yeah. I was looking at it.
Did any of you guys ever watch Star Trek growing up?
Yep.
So this, if you remember Measure of a Man, the episode, there's a few episodes about it, where they talk about Data doing art. That's basically what we do. We learn, we see other people's art and then create new art in our mind, but a computer has less nuance about it. You know what I mean? Because it's so structured. And to me, that's the only way a computer could make art is by gathering other art from other people and putting it together.
So it's not creating art.
No, but I think that's as close as it can get.
But that's a good point. Where is the line where it becomes like I'm being inspired by this, or I'm copying it this?
Right.
Well,
where
you're a fellow musician, right? You're a fellow musician. I'm sure you have your own songs, right? I cover some songs myself, try to make my own versions of it, but then I write a lot of my own stuff as well. You know, I can tell some of my songs are absolutely influenced by other bands. Like one of my songs is called The Forge. People are like, oh, that sounds like Tool. That's very like a perfect circle. And you sound like Maynard. And I'm like, well, you know, I love them. I've seen them in concert, but I'm like, I want it to be my own song, but I could definitely see that I'm being influenced by it. So like, am I taking bits of what I learned from them and like recreating their songs? No, I don't think so. I'm coming up with my own versions of a song because songs are art. It's just a different medium. So like, you know, you do a lot of covers and also write a lot of originals. So, you know, it's a blend, I guess, right?
Yes, and when I do my own stuff, people can really tell, like, hey, you're clearly influenced by stuff like Manowar and Iron Maiden. So it's not a well defined line, but you can totally tell when something is being ripped off. Like I haven't seen those pieces of art that have been ripped off, but if you can tell obviously, hey, this is copied from another person, then there's no question about it. But when it's more nuanced, hey, how are we going to regulate this? I don't think we can. I don't think it's a good idea.
So say that machine or whatever that created that art that took, you know, things from other people and spliced it together. Well, say it took 100 times more little things from it and put it together. Would you even notice it then? Because it's so much and they're also little. You see what I mean? And I think that's
just hiding it more.
Yeah, true.
But
that's more what humans.
Then I go back to my question. How is that different from what we were talking about? A musician being inspired by 100 other bands and little segments of songs, and to the point that it's not noticeable anymore.
And to be honest, I don't know if I have an opinion about it.
Right. My opinion is that it's a bad idea to regulate that because there's no well-defined line when you can say in a court of law, this was ripped off. right? Because if you're gonna put this at the hands of a judge, it has to be a well-defined law.
It's interesting. Right? So I'll say AI is not perfect.
Intent matters in theft and art stealing too, right? So if does a computer or PC or AI have intent? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's talk about this really quick, because everyone talks about like AI art. I went over to Open Art and I just thought of the most random thing I could think of: Joe Rogan fighting a fox. and this is what it gave me. This is not a fox. This is not a fox. You know,
and that's not Joe Rogan.
And this is not Joe Rogan.
But this is what you get.
Who is that guy?
Yeah,
it's Joe Rogan. For some reason, he's got
Rogan, who's been hit in the face 150 times.
That's right. So
his face caught on fire. Someone tried to put it out with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm gonna get inspired by NBA Jam here. Bill Clinton dunking a basketball, right? So there you go. You know, just like,
oh jeez,
look at his crazy Bill Clinton face.
Look at his crazy ass face, man. He looks dead.
But either way, you know, this is.
He looks exactly the same.
All right,
love it.
Oh my God! All right, let's get out of here. It's time to go. It is time to get. Dan, thank you so much for joining us today. Dan's amazing channel over on YouTube, and join these 685,000.
Hey, Craig,
you cut out.
The
Craig.
music's cutting you out. Yeah,
the music's out. Hold on. Well, let me get out of here.
It was cutting your voice out.
Okay, well, then I'm good. Okay, make sure you guys go subscribe to Dan over there. No music on the outro today. Stupid music.
Go follow.
Yes. Go subscribe.
Mods,
go follow.
Dan's,
Absolutely.
Link, please.
And you can join us over at patreon.com/sidescrollers right now. There's a link to the post show. It is a private show. I encourage you to head over there right now, because the show will continue for just a few more minutes. We'd love to see you join us. And don't forget, this Friday, we will be live exclusively over at Patreon. So make sure you guys get over there. Join the 171 patrons. Let's see if we can get to 175 this week. Can we do that? I think we can. Just one or two of you hopping over there. You want to support your boys. We'd really appreciate it. And you can hop in. And with the merchandise dropping very, very soon, possibly tomorrow, we will, you'll get first dibs on merchandise as well if you're a patron. So lots of good stuff going on. Oh, boy. That's awesome.
Trump's happy about it.
There's the link in the chat, guys. If you guys should all go follow Dan.
There you go.
Thank you.
Dan, thank you for gracing us with your wonderful today. Winterfell does have one last question. He wants to know, is Texas Roadhouse Aussie owned? Do you guys know Texas Roadhouse?
It might be.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Probably not, though.
Probably not, no. With that said, guys, have an awesome day. We'll see you guys over on patreon.com/sidescrollers right now. For those of you guys who are just popping in over on YouTube, we're going to say goodbye to you. And I'm going to kill off Twitch right now. And YouTube, we'll see you guys later. Patreon.com/sidescrollers is where you need to go. Fatality has been played, and it's our time to go. See you guys later. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you over on Patreon right now.
Fatality.